Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are here in Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson. I cannot talk. Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Memorial Airport. Cam work is kind of sloppy, I apologize. But there's a tower off in the distance, and as you can see, we are here in X-Plane 11 again, flying the Zibo 737. We'll be operating today as Delta 1407 from Atlanta to, it's not going to show it there because I haven't programmed it in yet, but route Atlanta to Baltimore International. So go over our route. We're here in Atlanta. We're going to be taking runway 08 right today. And then we're just going to be flying out to flight level 330. And then we're going to get to Pret, and then we're going to take the Thump transition, rather. Or no, well, the Raven 6 arrival with the Thump transition. And we'll program in a runway for Baltimore once we get closer. But for now, everything's looking good on the plan, so we'll go back to the map page, bump that up to 20. The MCP is set. I gotta remember not to do that with my mouse because it becomes bumpy on YouTube for some reason. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring up better pushback. And better pushback is not working. What? I'm just gonna press this a bunch of times in case. Nope. Okay, so let's try this. Let's try. Parking brake is set. Let's go ahead, go to ground services, remove chocks, and then let's go ahead and turn on our APU. I don't need our logo light.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please.
Turn on the cross speeds. We are only taking 14,000 pounds of fuel with us today. Or a little bit over that. What's some brief telling us that we're taking?
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky,
14,807 pounds of fuel we're taking. So we're just gonna wait for this APU to light off, and maybe, better pushback will do its thing. If not, we'll just have to remember how to do X-Plane's pushback. But yeah. UG2, the APU is coming down. Go ahead, turn on our other fuel pumps. And we can go over to the APU bus. Don't need ground power. I like flicking that even though it does nothing. And GPU disconnect. Alright, now. Still nothing. Well, I'm going to investigate this. This doesn't make any sense. I might just have to update better pushback, which I've not done at all. This is strange. Well. Flight. How do I do a pushback? Flight. Prep start. Oh, there we go. Pushback. We're just gonna ignore this here. We want to go nose left.
Push cart coming.
God, this is gonna be terrible. Push cart coming. I gotta keep this up because I'm pretty sure they don't model a push cart. It just starts pushing you.
Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. So I just gotta pay attention, make sure we are going the correct way. It does look like we are so far. Just gonna run over these baggage carts here. See, with better pushback, what would have happened is I would have actually could have figured out a perfect lineup onto the taxiway there in the middle of, I think this is ramp 6 at Atlanta. But it's a pretty straightforward taxi procedure. We'll be going pretty much straight out. The runway is right there, 08 right's right there, so out this way, boom. Enjoying my last few sips of apple cider of the year. Alright, that should do nicely right there. Get rid of that. Set the parking brake. That's all looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and crank engine number 2. Packs are off. What up if I turn on the APU bleed? And one rotation is coming up. We do have N2 waiting for 25%. 20. Man, I love the sound of the Zibo. I just can never get over it. There's 25%. Introduce fuel into the engine. Go ahead and throw our transponder on just so we have TCAS, even though we never use it. Because I don't have any live traffic add-ons for X-Plane because they cost money. I'm not going to spend money on something that I barely use throughout the year. Because I don't do this full-time. I'm a full-time student. Alright, EGT's coming back down, N2 stabilized, N1 is stabilized. That's a good engine start for number 2. We'll go ahead and crank 1. Love that sound. I can never get over it, man. %. And there's 25. Put fuel in. Everything's looking good. Waiting for the N1 to come up. Making sure we don't have a hung start. EGT's coming down so we don't have a hot start. And there's the valve close and confirm. EGT, N2, and N1 are stabilized. We have 2 good starts. We can go and turn on the bleeds. Packs can come to auto. And the cross feed valve or cross bleed valve can go to auto, and the APU to off. Taxi light and turn offs on. We are good to taxi. Let's do a flow. See how dampers on. Fuel looking good. Nothing in the center. Cross speed valves are open just in case. I don't know if that's standard operating procedure or not. Electrical panel is looking good. That's fine. That's fine. Standby power is on auto. Battery is looking good. Who cares about the rest? We'll just leave it on standby power. Window heat's on. Probe heat's on. Pressurization is set. 1,000 above. No lights for the hydraulic pressure. Emergency exit lights are on. Armed, rather. Chimes and fasten seatbelts are armed. And starter switches to continuous. We are ready to taxi. Oh god, I'm using my mouse. That's gonna look so stuttery. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's show the yoke. Parking brake off. Let's get rolling. Rolling. There we go. Whee. Always confused by that. Just because the parking brake releases doesn't mean the actual brakes. That's weird. I don't use rudder pedals. I just have my X56 system here, so. Welcome aboard, everybody. Taxi on out here. Very short taxi. Whoa! Baggage cart and baggage tag. We'll just ignore them. Flight directors are armed. Runway heading is set. V2 speed is in the MCP. And we are not on VATSIM. Don't ever intend on being VATSIM because that requires a lot more time and effort. I don't have. Alright, we'll go ahead, put on the wing lights, let them know back there that hey, we are ready to take off, and we'll put the strobe lights to on. I just messed up my trim.
Cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Right about there is good. 4.5 units of trim. I forgot to set flaps. There's flaps 1, 2, and 5. Notice wheel steering is being a pain in the butt. I don't know why. We're gonna hold short here. Let's see if I remember my binding for brakes. Nope. Nope. Okay. I don't. Right, everything's looking good. Go ahead, whack on landing lights. APU's off. Starters are on both and on continuous. Strobe lights on, beacon on, wing lights on, don't you wheel all lights. Everything else is looking good. Auto throttle, go ahead and arm that. Auto brakes to RTO. And speed brakes armed. Armed? Or not? What? I don't have a light. This is worrying. We'll leave them off. I'm using the mouse again. God darn it. Let's go ahead and give our co-pilot some lights here. There we go. Everything else is looking good. What do you think, fake co-pilot? We ready? He says we are. Alright. Flaps are indicating green. Let's go ahead and take the active. Brakes release clear left. Looking down the runway, clear right. On to the active 08 right we will go. Don't understand why nose wheel steering is doing that, but it is. Yeah, I'll take it though. Alright, we'll get lined up here. Kinda, sort of. Gotta look down there, because my HOTAS is all messed up. Alright, that center right there. We'll advance thrust levers to 40% N1. Stabilize. And N1. And hit Toga. Yeah, I know the brakes were on. I'm sorry. Why are the... Screw it. Manual thrust. Don't understand why the auto throttle is being a pain in the frickin' butt, but it is.
80 knots.
80 knots, cross-check reference.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Take flaps 1.
400.
And we'll go ahead and get trimmed out here. We'll go flaps up. Let's see if all throttle will work now.
1000.
Looks like it will. Alright. Get the bird trimmed. Let's get on group. Oh, look at that. Perfect trim right there. Alright, we'll go ahead arm VNAV. And autopilot's coming on and auto throttle is saying no way, Jose. Why? Alright, let's go for speed then. Or not. What's going on here? Alright, well, we'll take over manual thrust then. This is interesting. I've never had this happen before. Wonder what could be triggering this. Strange.
Thousand to go.
1,000 to go. Bro, no way. VNAV. $286. Nope. Doesn't like that either. Don't know why. Alright, I'm gonna do manual thrust here. Pull it back into the climb. 95.2. As close as I can get to them. Just going off of the green numbers here. This is strange. I've never had this happen. Ever. Don't understand why the auto throttle would not want to stay on. Flaps are up. Spoilers are in. I don't understand. We're continuing though. It's not an urgent matter. Just keeping an eye on those numbers, making sure within a close range of those green numbers there. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Let's take a look outside.
Lights.
Aircraft seems fine to me. I seriously don't know what the hell's wrong with the aircraft, to be honest. Why would be doing that? We are above 10,000, so we can go ahead and turn off those lights there. Those can go back to auto. And fasten seatbelts to auto. Stress one more time. Alright, everything's looking good so far. Auto throttle's holding. Let's hope it stays that way. That is strange. I gotta find out two things. One, why better pushback wasn't working, and more importantly, two, why was auto throttle being kicked off like that? It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, we're lucky so far. It's still on. Top of climb is within range. About 38, approaching 40 nautical miles away. Roughly, thereabouts. You can see the dot on the map there and also the green arc. Bump this out to 80. Alright, let's see if let's get ready and brief ourselves for the approach here. Let's find KBWI's ATIS. It's Baltimore. Interesting. In the real world, there's a TFR right now over BWI. Interesting. TFR effective 110-2136 Zulu until further notice. From surface to 18,000. That can't, I mean, it includes DC, but it doesn't make sense. What is it over? Yeah, it's over KDCA, Ronald Reagan. That's weird though. Usually the TFR for DC is much shorter than that. Anyways, delivery 8 is 127.8. I'm using the mouse. Darn it, I am so sorry. I don't know why my computer does that, but every time I use my mouse to look about the cockpit. One two 7.8. Clearance air control. Blah blah blah. All right. Let's go ahead and pull up the ACARs from the co-pilot's FMC. Let's get rid of those yokes. Whoa, buddy. There we go. Need to clean my HOTAS here. ACARs, AS requisition. We are looking for KE Kilo Bravo Whisko. Ida? Or is it India? I'm pretty sure it's India. Send. Take a look out the front cockpit here while we wait. Alright, so we got our 8S back here. Let's take a look. Yeah, KBWI, it is India. I did look it up while we waited. 1954 Zulu. Winds are 110 at 03 knots. Visibility 10 or better. Clouds are scattered at 180 and overcast at 230. Altimeter is 3034. And it looks like, so good weather, and the winds are 3 knots out of 1110. I would call that light and variable at that point, but coming out of 110, see what one it is. We do have an ILS for 10, so I'm gonna guess we're gonna plan for the RNAV 10. Let's go ahead actually and take a look over here at our iPad. Let's see if that'll be enough. KBWI 10 flaps I like going for your flat 30 approach. Conditions are dry. Winds are going to be 3 knots. 0.3. Oops. Alright, how about 110/03. There we go. We'll have 3 knot headwinds and no crosswind component. That's nice. Landing weights. What is some brief telling us what our landing weight's going to be? Our landing weight's going to be 1.4. How is that even possible? Oh, my bad. 141,339. I was looking at the zero fuel weight. I was like, how did we gain weight? 141,339 is the estimate. VREF at 5. That's fine. Air conditioning will be on auto. Anti-ice will be off. Brakes, auto brake 2 is usually what I go with. Don't know what this is. Can't change it. Speed brake will be auto. Outside air temperature. What did I say that was? I'll look over here. Pull up the ACARS data and the ATIS. Altimeter was 3034. And what else do I need? I need air temperature. Does not look like that is reported in this report here. Oh yes, it is what I'm talking about. It's 2 degrees Celsius at the field. So we'll go ahead, put 2 in, and then 3034. We'll put that in the standby altimeter, and then we'll just pretend to be like, oh, it's gonna be different. 3034. Flipped over to HPA really quickly, and then back to inches. It is 1027. Alright. That looks good to me. So we'll plan for auto brake. Got a nice bit of room there. Don't expect it to be wet. How long is this runway? Let's look at the approach chart for it. $10,503 by 150. It just so happens that is their longest runway, so we are going to be coming a little bit heavy. Landing decision altitude is going to be at 3,000 meters. That doesn't matter to me really. So our VREF 30 plus 5 is going to be 152, so we'll keep that in mind. But it does look like that we can and will use runway 10. I'm not going to plan it yet until we're in ATIS range, which shouldn't be for a while. We're just cruising up here. Top of descent won't be close until we hit PET even. That's a good 100, 200 miles away, looking at that map. Right. About 50, 75, 100, 90, give or take some. We'll call it 200, so we'll see you once we get closer when we're ready to program our computers just to make sure that we will be taking runway 10 at Baltimore. I just realized I forgot to unmute myself while I was doing all of that descent programming. So basically, you didn't see, I'm gonna cut it out, but basically what I did is I set ourselves up. I know initially I said we were going to take runway 10 in, but on the updated A-course, ones are now 150 at 03. So we are taking runway 15 right with auto brake 3. Got that set up. We could even do auto brake 2. I forgot. That is our VRF speed right there. Flaps 30, 152 for runway 15 right. I think we do auto brake 2. Yeah, we'll do auto brake 3. Just gives ourselves a little bit more breathing room there. Aside from that, we are pushing top descent in about 2 minutes or so, and set the MCP's altitude down to 2100 at Kevin, Kilo Hector, Victor, November, and that'll be the intercept about 5 miles, give or take, away from the threshold. And I set our minimums at 500 radio altitude, just getting ourselves prepped nice and early. Also looks like the pressure has increased by 0.02 inches of mercury in the field. Go ahead and get an update. I should have changed that much for the landing reference there. So yeah, I'm an idiot. I have to turn my mic on. Oh well. As you can see, we're 2-ish minutes away, 60 miles away from top descent. And the MCP saying, hey, we're descending. So we're push the throttle down, and we should start descending soon. The VNAV path is selected. The question is, will we descend or will we not descend? Let me go ahead and turn on the, oh, body. There's some starters. Turn on the fasten seatbelt signs. Again, we're doing on fuel. Oh, we got plenty of fuel. We only used about, what is that? Quick maths. About 4,000 so far. Close to 10,000 remaining. That's probably like 9 something. 990. 9.9. I don't think we need to introduce any drag right now, so that's good. Let's get another call for the ATIS at Baltimore. Doesn't hurt. I don't know if we are descending on time or not. Let's show VNAV path. There's retard, and yep, there we go. All right, so hopefully it will pick it up there. Yep, and there we go. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that I did is I set up the approach page in the FMC as well. And we got our course and heading for the runway there, 15 right. Looks like we're gonna need some flaps, not flaps, speed brakes at flight D10 here, so keep ourselves nice and slow there. There we go. Moving to the flight systems page, we can see them going up there. descending down to 100 feet. And then I think we'll be coming in. Drag required. Yeah, no kidding. Drag is out, buddy. Guess I could give it a little bit more. Just like that. Any higher will likely suffer from some damage to the flight spoilers. Don't need that. We do not need that. So as we're descending down, we'll go ahead back on our turn-offs and landing lights. Taxi light, because I know I will forget to turn that on. And the vertical situation page is looking fairly good right now. Good descent profile so far. And we are going into the clouds, into some IMC IFR. Heads down. Look, relying on TCAS. Interesting cloud layer right there that's slanted like that. That's interesting. I am running X-Plane 11.5 right now, so it's using Vulkan, I think, for its graphics. And obviously the 4K Zibo. I'm not sure what's going on with this texturization here. It's kind of funky. Gotta look into that as well, I guess. Let's take a look out front. What do we see? Okay, I'm not sure if this is... Oh, there is a train down there. What about our passengers? What do they see? Bit of a haze, almost. Back up to the cockpit we go. It's our ETE. Estimated time of arrival 21:23, so we're about 30-ish minutes away from final here. Come back to you at around B-more, or we'll come back I'll find you at Raven. Oh, auto throttle disconnected. Why? Why? Not good, not good, not good. Alright, spoilers are coming in. Guess I'll have to nurse this so we won't get any cool shots. We're flying into Baltimore here, but it is what it is. I'll find y'all at the next major waypoint. We could probably walk in, or no, what did I say? B-more? Raven, yeah. I'll find y'all at Raven.
Sky conditions 17,000 few, 22,000 overcast, temperature 1, dew point -4.
Well, they're
Altimeter
using runways.
3037. Arriving runway 10, departing runway 10.
I was afraid of this.
Advise on initial contact, you have Charlie.
We are going for runway RNAV Y10, glide slow, boom, execute, legs, let's make sure everything's still good here.
KBWI Marshall information Charlie.
Oh, shut up.
2000 Zulu weather.
We know.
Wind
altimeter is set again. Auto throttle kicked off 3 times on me. This is not fun. Can I start crying now? No, we got a plane to fly. We got passengers to land. I feel like we're high. Pretty sure that's, I'm pretty sure that's BWI right there. Field in sight. Could be wrong though. I think I'm wrong, because that's just 2 runways. There's no way in hell that's BWI. See if we can find out what it actually is. And there goes the auto throttle. Why? Well, engines are at idle. We're supposed to be there. I do have speed brake out. And it's back on again. Ain't this fun? Well, I'm being informed that Army beat Air Force in football, so we have the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. I'll have to watch the highlight reel on that one. I did not expect us to win anything at all this year, so hey, I'll take it. We have another decel coming up, and we are totally not prepared at all. Well, I guess we kind of are. Screaming out here, coming out of it means I gotta change my approach course, doesn't it? Oh no. Menu, FMC, index, approach. Okay, course is now 105. Alternate destination will be JFK. Pop that in. Now back to index. Right, back to legs now. 105. 105. Minimums will remain the same. And just confirming, I've passed it already. 10, flaps 30, auto brake 2. Nothing's really changed there. Yep, we should be fine for landing. And auto throttle disconnected again. Why? Of course, we brake in. Still nothing. Alright. Mineral thrust it is. Auto throttle is now back on. Why? Why? Oh, why, oh, why? How we doing on the descent profile? Looking good so far. This is going to change the intercept, so I'll just lower it down for now, and let's go back into Sky Vector here, pull up this approach plate for RNAV. 10Y. Intercept is at 1500 now at Jeans. So we'll go 100 feet beneath that. Yes, retard, yeah. And we are gonna need speed brake. Drag required. No, really. Yes, I see that. I noticed that too late. I was looking at my chart. Yeah. So it doesn't look like auto throttle's doing anything at all, so I guess I'll just be doing manual thrust from here on out. This is gonna be this is gonna be an interesting approach. Oh man. Well, let's see if we can find this airport. Visibility seems to be getting worse and worse, like it's getting foggy. I feel like I should have the field in sight, but I don't. Alright, we're back on FMP, FM, oh. And there goes the alpha. Perfect. Hey, we're back on. Cool. Why? Why does the plane hate me? Oh. Goes again. Alright, manual thrust it is, I guess. Let's try this one more time. Hey, we're holding that 6 thou. What's the next step? Down to 2.5. Not descending yet. VNAV doesn't say we have to. So let's pray to God we're in a good situation here. Auto throttle's holding. Auto throttle is holding. This is good. This is good. Yoke's back on. Let's get ourselves looking out the cockpit window here. Readjusted our camera view, and we are looking A-okay. I can never figure out, because like that is too low. I feel like it's too low. There's no reference like there is in the A320. Although that is airline dependent. So I like to be back so I can see my instruments. And my gear handle there is to confirm that it is down. And I like to be up so I can see down onto the field. Yep, a little bit of precip. Go ahead, bring the range in here to 20. Oh, there goes the auto throttle. Perfect. Let's see if we can kick it back on. Strange things are happening. I really do have to take my throttle quadrant apart and clean it. It's acting up on me. I don't know why. Field should be off the co-pilot side here. Although visibility is getting a little bit dodgy. Should be right there, I think. Yep. Field is in sight. So we'll go over to the co-pilot side. We'll do our co-pilot landing today. Why not? Why not? Just gotta make sure everything's looking good from his side. steep turn into Jeans here. We'll go ahead and arm speed brakes. We'll take flaps 2 and gears going out. Go ahead and take flaps 5 now. Get ourselves nicely slow down now as we prepare ourselves to turn onto final here. Flaps 5 is out, still slowing down. Still slowing down, still slowing down, still slowing down. I'll tell it to take flaps 15 out. And we'll take flaps 30. Alright, let's pray to God that auto throttle is going to remain on now. Trim wheel's going like crazy. It's fine. Alright, nicely situated here at VREF. Waiting for the turn. Gears down 3 green. Speed brakes are armed. Auto brake 2. Lights. Everything's on there. Go ahead and open up the APU door so we get ready to land. Go ahead and bring the overhead panel lights just on just a little bit here. As we arrive with the sunset behind our backs here at Baltimore. Field is slightly behind us now. Co-pilot can see it. I can't. From this angle, that is. If I lean forward, I probably could see it, but I don't want to mess up my view. Alright. Come on now. Come on. There's the turn. Take it nice and slow as we approach our final altitude. What is this? Nose dive. Oh my. What? I'll give the aircraft, it is turning pretty well. Field should be coming into view. Field in sight. Is that it right there? No way. Oh, there it is. Runway in sight. There she is.
2500.
2500. We are stabilized. A little bit high. It's okay. Trim is going crazy. That's fine though. Alright, autopilot is... Where's my autopilot disconnect button? There it is. Autopilot is mine. Or the aircraft rather is mine. Auto throttle's off, that's fine. bird's nice and trimmed out now. Get back onto VRAV here. Got 2 white, 2 red. Still on glide here, we're looking good. Nicely approaching center line, a little bit low.
1,000 feet, stabilized, missed approach altitude set.
Don't know about the missed altitude. Missed approach altitude is set or not. I think that's 3,000. A little bit low, and power in, some nose up. Looking good though. Back on glide.
Approaching minimums.
Looks like we are going to continue to land here.
500.
There's minimums. Don't know why I didn't call it out.
Minimums.
Oh, there's minimums. Continue. As we see the train rolling by.
400.
A little bit low still.
300.
Oh, a little bit too much bank there. That's fine.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oof. A little bit rough there. Bounce there. Reverse out. And all brakes are off. Whoop. Let's get back on center line. And reversers are closing out. Hit those brakes. Brakes are off. Alright, spoilers are coming in. Flaps up. Flaps are all the way up. Go ahead and kick those flight directors off. Don't need them anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Baltimore International Airport. Alright, landing lights off. APU into start. More braking as we take the high speed. Or not high speed, whatever this is. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a gate, or rather taxiway that will bring us back to the terminal. Should be this one over here, for sure. Lighting lights are off. Turn ups are on. We can go ahead and kill those strobe lights. Logo light will come on. Wing light off. Oh, what a day! What a day! What a day! Fighting auto throttle the entire way. Oh, let's look at the sunset we're turning into right now. Where's the sun? There it is. Beautiful. Let's go outside and check that out as well. Kind of reminds me of this, those A380 cams. We'll probably go for one of these gates in here. I'll just take the shortcut here. Illegal shortcut. Looks like an ATR, A320. I love all these aircraft. That X-plane just randomly populates at airports, especially like the Air Italia, Italia, MD-80s especially. Like, what are you doing here? Baltimore, you're a bit far from the Mediterranean, aren't you? Alright, we'll be going for this gate right here. So let's go ahead and go outside, take a look. Approaching the gate here. Just a little bit further, we'll go to that second stop line right there. Oh, go a little bit further. Perfect. Alright, into the cockpit we go. Park and brake. Set. And let's go into ground services. Set chocks, GQ connect. Everything else is fine. Let's go ahead, kill off these engines. Boom, boom. APU. Let's go whack the APU on. So we can still have their air conditioning. Ground power on. I'll take that. And that can come off, that can come off, and that can come off. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially arrived here at, well, you know what, screw our passengers. They don't deserve air conditioning. Oops. Welcome to Baltimore International Airport. I am Aviator P. Sands. Fly safe.